fish people, I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV, and today it's Tuesday the 30th of March and it is our first match for, well, I can't remember since when, it seems absolutely eons ago. So there's 27 of us today. Absolutely chock-a-block. We're fishing at Woodhouse Grange today. She's put us on two ponds. We're on the Kingfisher and the Ghost, and I've drawn a Ghost 22. I fished it once a few years ago, so I don't know how many years ago it'll be. 2, 3, 4 years ago. I can't remember. It's a while anyway. So it's a smaller pond. There's some nice carp in it, but quite a lot of F1s. And today it's going to get up to a mighty 22 degrees. I can't believe it. And then it's going to fall again next week down to 8s and 9s. So it was 3 degrees this morning. It was pretty chill. I got my shorts and I thought, oh, made a mistake here, but it's warming up now. What we're up to, it says 14 on my car, on my van. Today's tactics, just reminded me I've not got the pellets from Alice. I've got to go back for my pellets. I'm hoping they're going to probably be shallow, be 4mm pellets. I've brought some maggots, some corn, a bit of ground bait, but I'm hoping it's going to be mainly a pole attack. Probably top 2 and 2 in front of me on the deck to start with, and just see what happens. I've got 3 shallow rigs. I've also got a mugging rig that I can set up, and we'll just see. I've not set the shallow rigs up at sort of 6 and 8 and 12, you know, really shallow, like some of them do in the winter. I've sort of started at just over 2 foot and going down to 15 inches, 14 to 15 inches. If I think they're any shallower than that, it ain't a problem to shallow right up. So we shall see. If they're not shallow, it looks like I'm catching on deck the method feeder or bomb, but we shall see. I've got a funny feeling they're going to be shallow today. They've been trying to get shallow for the last few weeks. So let me get ready. They're all getting ready, all eager to get fishing. And I'll see you on the bank when I'm all ready. Right then folks, we've got five minutes to go. We've just been waiting for Jeff. I've drawn peg 22 on the Ghost. Never fished it before. I've not got a lot of room. I'll let you have a look at the peg, but before we have a look at that, I'm going to keep it basic. It's going to be a pellet, maggot, and I've got a bit of corn actually. That's just reminded me I need to get that out this week, corn, for the margins a bit later on. But this is my bait tray, look. As you can see there, micros, 4mm pellets, few maggots, extra 4mm, and a few little up changes there, and that's pretty much it. And this is my peg. I've got this tree here, so there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre there. I'm just going to be fishing just in front of me here, because Frank, when he casts out, he's in front of me well. So basically top 2 and 3 fishing there. I'm going to fish on the bottom to start with, and look for signs that there might be shallow, see what other people are doing before I actually go shallow. And down here I've plumbed up in these margins just here, about 2.5 foot depth, and as you can see just here, these are my shallow rigs. So that's the shallowest one at 12 inches, that one's at 15 inches, and that one's at about 2 foot, this one, the third one. And this is my margin rig. So I've got a strung out bulk on that one, because there's a slight slope where I've decided to fish. And then on this one, this is just going to be a bulk and 3 droppers on the deck. That's as simple as I'm going to keep it. I don't see point in trying to do anything else. Like I say, I am limited with room, so I just have to hope that there are some fish knocking about down here. It's still a little bit nippy, but it's a nice bright day. It's supposed to get up to like 20-22. Let's see what happens. See if we can hook into a few and hope that the peg gets better and better. Right then folks, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. I've had about 20 fish. Just missed a bite there. The only reason I've left it this late is because even though I've got plenty of batteries for my phone, the microphones, I think I mentioned it before, the microphones only last about 5 or 6 hours, so I always wait an hour because I'll be catapult. I always wait an hour or so before I start recording when it's a 6-hour match. Now I've had, like I said, 20 fish. I've got 12 pounds, so there are a lot of small fish, and that's what seems to be happening here at the minute. Everybody's catching small F1s. There we go, another one. And I started off on the deck, and I had an immediate response. I had a fish straight away, and even though I was getting bites, I could tell I was getting indications on the way down. As soon as I dropped the micros in, I could see the float bouncing about and lifting up. So I thought I'll just put a shallow rig on, and I got one straight away. But then I had a few roach, and then some really tiny F1s. That's one of the bigger ones actually, just over a pound. I'd say a poundish. Clicker because it's a £50 net limit, and this is the place where I've had to chuck 2 nets back because I've not been watching what I'm doing. It's very difficult catching all these small fish to know what weight you've got, and I always mess up here. Like I say, I'm rubbish at guessing weights. So basically, the best rig so far, I've tried a couple of different shallow rigs, is the strung out pattern with a slightly longer lash, and I'm probably at about just over 2 foot deep there. I've tried it, I'd even overshot it. I mean, I got one on an overshotted rig, but it just didn't seem to have the same response. And it's not prolific, it's still not like sort of mega bagging season, and I'm flicking, my natural flick is that way, but I'm having to flick that way because the shadow's over here, so when my bait's landing there's no shadow from the pole. And it's only when the sun's come round that I notice my bite's dried up, and then I forgot, oh, my shadows are straight over where I'm flicking the catapult, I'm looking for my catapult, flicking the rig. And as soon as I got rid of the shadow, a couple of minutes later, I was straight into another fish. And this is a bit, I've been out of practice a little bit with this. The short range catapult, it's just out of range with 4mm pellets for me to throw out. But to get these accurate at this distance, I find it harder than catapulting at 13 and 16 metres. It's a strange range. But it's not going balmy. I mean, Bob's having a few, Leon's having a few, Frank's had 1 or 2. But I have got a couple of different, slight indication there. There we go. I think that must have hit the line on its way down. That. Now I know you're probably thinking, get some bait catapulted out. Yeah, we're getting them shallow, but they just don't seem to be in the numbers, but they're feeding mega aggressive. So I've already catapulted 3 lots out there. I'm happy to leave it a few seconds, get them competing. Oh, that's come out. And don't forget, here at Woodhouse Grange, it's in the keep net with your landing net with every fish, no matter how small it is. He will kick you off, will Mick. So you've got to behave. Now, I've been throwing 1 or 2 down here, and I've noticed where I've plumbed up for the margin over there to my right, 1 or 2 fish moving, so I might actually get some bait down there a little bit. Oh, crikey, these tiny pellets. I might get some sweet corn and bait down there a little bit early, because I'm pretty sure we might even catch now. So I need to put that on as well. You see, I nearly forgot to put on my clicker. It is difficult trying to talk to you guys while I'm fishing a match. I've done it for ages. So we'll get some pellets out there again. Like I say, it's not prolific. It's steady away. That's 20 odd fish I've had. Oh dearie me, that was shocking, Alice, shocking. Half a yard away from me pellets. That I've got a bit more to ship out, so better. But this rig seems to be the one that's getting most response. Ooh, a little indication. Only trouble is you miss a lot of bites with this rig. I'd prefer it to be tight up to the pole end, float slightly overshot, and your elastic just comes out. That's the best way. You can't fail. Like Bob's noticed I've gone shallow, but ooh, see, if that would have been tight up to the end of my pole, bulk shot rather than the spread shot, that would have been on. There we go. But I am getting a lot more bites with this method than the others at the minute. Oh, crikey, this is a decent fish. Wasn't expecting that. That's a really nice fish. And I switched from the deck within 15 minutes. I just thought these are definitely shallow, and there were only me fishing shallow. I was the first one to do it. And I got off to a reasonable start as well. Oh, we just got in there. That's a belter. That's the biggest fish of the day. Cameras give me some good luck. That's a cracking F1. Is it an F1? Yeah, that's a belting fish, is that? Was it a carp? I can't make my mind up with that one. I'll let you have a look, you make your own mind up. That's a jet. It's an F1. Look at that. Whoa, we don't want to lose him, do we? There, he's got to be knocking on £4. Well, that's alright, isn't it? I can't get it too high. I don't want to lose it because I am in a match. And with me being under a tree, and cobwebs and God knows what all over my face. Soz has been round. The lovely, horrible bloke has been round with the most miserable looking face. I hardly spoke. And I asked him how he was, and he just went off. I think you can imagine what the first word was. He don't mean it though. Like I say, he's a lovely, horrible bloke. He's not always all horrible. But he's on Kingfisher, I think. He'll be wanting to win today, so everybody's well excited. 26 of us. Great turnout. I'll just put a few down there as well. Great turnout. Great to be back with the lads fishing. It'll be even better when we can go to pub after. So again, always flick it away. Try and remember to flick it away from your shadow. I mean, I didn't even realise until bites dried up. Oh, it's always the first one. I'm terrible. I'm going to have to put an extra section on and try a bit further because I've got one or two. Just this. Oh, it's right in there. I bet that's foul hooked. That's got to be foul hooked. It's just with it being like an in-between a throw and a catapult, it's a weird one. I always spill a lot as well when I'm catapulting at that range. Just very semi-skinned at catapulting. Oh, you can only get better. I think this might be foul hooked. Oh no, it isn't. Come on then. Just a bit too close there. There we go. Oh, I best put my £4 on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 18, 19 pounds. I might give this £2 just shy. Stay still. So that's another F1. So that's all I'm doing. It's steady away. We can't complain of that. I mean, what have I had there? £6 or £7 while you've been on. Not bad at all. Charlie. We've got Frank over there. He's sunbathing. I might take him a cup of coffee while he's not doing out. Hey, wait till he watches my videos and all. He'll play hell when he hears that I've just said that. Sorry, Frank. It's no idea. He's catching flies. He's got his gob open. Oh, bless him. That's better. He's brought me a feed around. It's a Paul Holland special. In fact, I've got it. Look at this. He's made me. Look at that. Got to give that a try. That's a mighty job. See, they're not all bad, these lads. So thank you, Frank. Thank you very much. And I've managed to get another ticket for the Feeder Masters. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Off the mighty man himself. I've been asking for Feeder Master tickets because I didn't realise they'd sell out when they were for sale. The first time I tried looking for them, the first year. And I went to the gym in the morning, came back. Alright, I'll get some Feeder Master tickets. Ooh, missed that one. And it was only like 15 minutes after they came out and all 1,200 tickets had sold. Not sure if this one's foul hooked. Oh no, it's been wrapped around its tail, so these fish are just starting to get bigger. Which is nice. The mums and dads have moved in. So come on. I want it to come out. Gotcha. Yeah, the mums and dads are starting to move in with the look of it. But again, even though I'm missing bites on this rig, I will try the others, which are pretty much hopefully self-hooking. Like I say, I gave it about 15-20 minutes on the other rigs and oh, the rubber's wrapped around funny. That's no good. The trouble with F1s, they get all your... There we go, gotcha. I tied these little 3-inch hook lengths. And I've got an 18 KKMB on, nice little hook. With 013 Guru Engage. And it's 016 main line. And it's a 0.15. I don't know the make of the float. It's a guy that makes them on the internet. I just thought, oh, I'll give those a go. And they're not bad, actually. Not bad. There's no name on it. They do the job. Not bad at all. Right, let's concentrate. Oh, this one set off like an absolute Formula 1 racing car. F1, get it? It didn't half set off. I thought it were about £50 when it set off. Well, I know I said to you that I had a 20 fish for about £12, what, £18, I can't remember what I said anyway, but it was a lot of fish for not a lot of weight. Well, the fish so far have been now, since I've been talking to you, have been like £1.5 fish, £2, and then I had the big one. So I'm now up to £27 and it's only about 15 minutes since I last spoke to you. Excuse me. So just steady, and I didn't realise, I mean, I've come round it, soz, I didn't realise it's actually over there. Somebody just said, have you had any 10-pounders? And he turned round it, soz, and went, no, not that much, only 5. It's full of F1s. He's a lying little toe rag, isn't he? Oh, Frank, bless him, I might take him a cup of coffee round. Bob says, you got that out of your peg, Frank? Frank says. I'm glad somebody's catching something in my peg. Hey, bless him. Right. I'm still on the slow sinking rig. Frustrating that you keep missing 1 or 2 bites, but at least, if 1 or 2 went too far there, I'm semi-skimmed at this catapulting. You know, I've been getting some belters as well. It doesn't absolutely perfect round it, and then I'll have a couple of dodgy ones. But it's going all right. I mean, it's first time I've fished shallow since last year. And it's not too bad. Ooh, little touch there. You see, I'm sure a different rig, I won't be missing these bites. So I'm going to have to give one of the other rigs a go shortly. There we go. Little tap. Wow. That wasn't happy it was caught. A proper bang. But the way I'm catching fish now, I mean, in the time that I've caught them, they were like sort of 4 and 6 ounce and little roach and things. I mean, that's one of the smallest ones I've had for a while. But it's still more than twice the size of the ones I was catching when I first went in. Just can't get it out with my fingers, that there, isn't it? Strange little mouths on them. Right. Not quite a pound, maybe a pound. I'll just put it up to 28. I don't want to go over because I am useless at guessing these weights. We're doing all right, you know. It's good practice. This, I'm enjoying it. Got set up. I thought, right, here we go. I know. That's strange. I know I like to have my rods set up. Oh, wind's blowing in my face. I won't go out by hand. And I know I've just got poles set up, and I've no intention of using the rod, but I can't help it. I've still got one set up. Just cannot help it. I probably won't use it, but you just never know, do you? Right, let's concentrate. Right. It went a bit funny. Ooh, nearly. It went a little bit funny, so I just come down edge here where I've been throwing a few pellets. I had 1 or 2, but they were very small. And I've just changed the rig, a shorter rig. It's the 14-inch rig with the bulk at the bottom, and obviously still a 4mm pellet. And I've had 3 fishing, well, 2 fishing 3 puttings because I lost one, and nobody likes to see that, do they? Better. Just trying to get them to come a little bit closer to me so I don't have to catapult to get it more accurate. Certainly is a skill, that catapulting. And let's just see if we can get one while the camera's on. I'm sure I could catch a duck if I tried. Ooh, bite straight away. I might even be shallower than this. Just I keep getting a breeze now and again, and when that breeze comes, I try and throw in by hand, and they end up about a yard short, which is no good. Oh, it's shocking. I have to go back out there where those were. Just that, if I tried throwing them now, I'd never get them out there with this little bit. I know you can't see it, but there's a bit of a breeze coming into me, and they just don't go anywhere. 6mm pellets probably would. I'm gonna have to open another bag of pellets as well by the look of it. They're a little bit shorter. That's where I want them. And there's fish still to my margin to my right, not this near margin, the one next peg along. And I've just noticed, oh, we don't want those in there, catapult's twisted. I've noticed that round the lake it seems to have gone, oh damn it, I was trying to do it with one hand. It seems to have gone a little bit quiet. Oh, it's come out now. Did you see all those? There's some fish down there, so I'll be having a visit down there for certain. Let's have another go. Right.
Looking spiders, is that what you said?
Yeah, we're getting loads of like spider webs now. That's perfect. Now, why can't I do that every single time? I do that quite often, but I wish I could do it 100%. Well, you're not going to believe me now, are you? Always when camera's on. I am getting little indications, but I think it's those ropes. I mean, the F1s are just pulling the elastic straight out. And John's getting a few at the side of me. I keep hearing him splash. Perfect again. Nice one, Al. Nice one. And this is what's happening. There we go. Oh, nobody likes to see that, do they? That's the only trouble with F1s. It's nothing to do with the hooks. I mean, I've lost a few, but not very many at all. It's part and parcel of F1 fishing, so don't get frustrated if you end up losing quite a few fish on an F1 venue. It's just what seems to happen. They're tricky little buggers they are. It's a lovely day. I mean, it's going to be freezing in a few days' time. About snow and stuff, though. They were saying. No wonder these fish are wondering what the heck's going on. We've got spawning weather now. Snow next week, next few days, apparently. Don't know where they get it from. Can't see it though, I can't see it. Yeah, so, oh, I had one then. But this is what's been happening. You get 3 or 4 fish, and then it's like we've got to make a change. So, daft things like going a little bit further out, just beyond where all the pellets have been, and 1 or 2 that have been sneaking away. No sooner had I turned the camera off, it went under and I got it. But these are, I wanted to show you these because these are the ones I was catching this morning. And they've turned back up again, which I don't want them here. I mean, little baby F1s. So they're just so wriggly. So you can see they're the ones that I've been catching this morning, which is why I had so many fish for such little weight. Now I'm going to have to get an extra extension on my pole. There's quite a few fish over there. I'm going to have to go and have a look at that lot. Right, see you soon. Right, these fish where I've been feeding just short, they seem to have come out. Oh, I missed him. Catching them out quite a bit shorter now. And there's a lot of fish just turned up in this area. Oh, caught that as well while I was netting it. 2 in 1. Get in. Literally just a easy throw with the by hand just in front of me here, and I'm just getting 1 or 2 fish. It's the only pain at the minute is putting these pellets on every 2 minutes. Tiny little pellets. And I've had about 5 fish in a row down there. Oh, what up to now? I'm 38 pounds now. So the only trouble is, I mean, we're getting plenty of fish. I'm happy catching, but I'm just, if Kingfisher's fishing well, there's a lot more bigger fish in there. So just don't know how we'll compete against those. Let's just see if we can get one, see if one will turn up while the camera's on. Oh, I think that was a liner. As you can see, look, there's fish just turned up. They weren't there this morning, but they are now. And we go.
Again, it's the slow sinking rig which seems to be better. Oh, that feels a bit, it's either foul hooked or it's a better fish. Or it's just gone crazy. But we're catching at a decent, fairly decent rate now. Now this, now it's warmed up a little bit. They seem to be reacting. Oh, that is foul hooked. Thought it was. So there's quite a lot of fish there, I think. It could be time for the even shallower rig. Right, I'll put that down as a pound, even though it was a little bit less. 39 I'm up to, but I think it might be less than what I've got on my clicker. So we're catching at a fairly decent rate now, and I'm quite happy with that. Scale on the hook that won't come off. Cool, yeah. Gotcha. Right, I'll let you know when I make a change and if things change. So let me get back in. I need to be catching quite a few of those people catching right now, so let's see how we get on. Right, I've changed to my 12-inch rig. Just going down here, and I'm getting quite a few fish now. Catch rate's gone up to about £45. You watch, it's not going to go now this now I've put camera on, but I've been getting one a bung in it down here, and they really have just been pulling the elastic out. Missed that one. There we go. That's what's been happening. No striking involved, just the elastic just comes out. And I've been catching at a decent, fairly decent rate. I'm on to my second net. I've got like 44 on my clicker, but it could be, I'm hoping it's less. We've got 60, it's £50 limit, but we allow up to 60. Anything, if it hits 60, it's over. Just below 60, it's okay. So not doing too bad. So that's another £2. £46. What time we got? Time. We've got 3 hours left. So if I got £100, I'd be more than happy. It's oh, that'd be a cracking weight, would that? Well, I think so anyway. I don't know. It's my first match back. You're a bit rusty. I'm trying to catch at speed. Oh, I think I'm doing okay compared with the ones that I can see and on this lake. I think. I'm glad. Oh, damn it! And I'm glad I'm catching closer in, because this little bit of a breeze makes it tricky for the feeding. There we go. I don't know if you could see the end of my pole girl there. No striking involved. Seems like a slightly better fish. Oh, nobody likes to see that, do they? Let's get back out. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. That's part and parcel of the F1 fishing, I'm afraid. It's what happens. again, there's nothing complicated. It's just working out where the fish are. I mean, they were hunting it slower and slightly deeper, and it seems like they've become a bit more aggressive now. See if they'll pop up. Yeah. So I am getting them shallower now. Like I say, at 12 inch. And I'm sure in the summer you'd be about 8 inches. Don't forget though, check with fishery rules. It's an 8-inch rule at Lindholm. From the tip of your pole to your float. There's no overshotting in quite a few venues. So we're just happy catching what we're catching here, steady away. Right, had a nice little run on the shallow rig and then it went quiet. So I thought, when I say quiet, compared to the instant bites I was getting, so I just thought, well, I'll put the deeper slow rig on because I'd not seen any fish top for a while. Put it in, slow sinking rig, and an instant it just pulled the elastic. I've got a tree above me, which is a bit of a nightmare. Instant reaction, so they're certainly going up and down layers. 1 minute they're really shallow, next minute they're a bit deeper. So, and I'm catching them there, so I'm catching them a little bit quicker. Sozer's catching a few, Leon's had 1 or 2. I've not seen Bri get too many, he says he's had 1 or 2. Frank's getting 1 or 2 now. Now he's had his coffee, I made him. There we go, look at that. I mean, that didn't even know it were hooked, it was just carried on going under as it was settling. Wasn't even a proper bite, it's taking it quite shallow actually, but it is a slow sinking rig. Whoa, tiny little thing. So I just thought I'd give you that update. I'm hoping I'm going to be over what I've got on there. Because like I said, I don't want to mess up again like I did before. I've got £57 plus this. I've got a feeling it might be around about 50, a little bit less. So I'm going over just to make sure I don't mess up. Right, thought I'd give you that little update. Let's carry on. Well, this slow sinking rig since I've been on it, I've absolutely murdered them the last 5 or 10 minutes. I must have had 10 fish. I'm up to nearly £70 since I last spoke. That's only 10 or 15 minutes ago. It's gone absolutely crazy. There we go, look. Oh, nobody likes to see that. But that's how quick I've been getting bites. It's been just gone. I mean, it went quiet on the 12-inch positive rig. I've gone on the slow sinking rig. Oh, and that's had a go, and they've absolutely been writhing it. Foul up to one, so there's definitely plenty of fish knocking about there. There we go, look, and that's what's happening. That's going mad. Formula One. Yeah, so if I keep catching at this rate, and there's been some nice ones as well, sort of £1.5 to £3. So if I keep up at this one, if I keep this rate up, I've definitely got a chance of competing. Oh, I can't see in that sun now. I've definitely got a chance of competing with Kingfisher, which I thought might win it today, but I'll be honest with you, I was expecting a few shallow, but I didn't expect them to be having it like this, especially on this rig. Normally catching when you're catching at this rate, it's normally on the really shallow positive rig, but for some reason it's just gone balmy on this slow sinking rig. They're absolutely just writhing it. There's none of that delicateness, it's just whack. And I have got quite a long, I've got about 12 inches from my tip to my float, which this time of year it's pretty normal, I suppose. But I do like it a lot tighter if you can, so the elastic just pulls out when you get a bite. But having said that, they're doing it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they're having it like they're having it. Even better. Right. There's no point watching me keeping doing that all the time, is there? Because it does go quiet. It will change on this, and I will have to make another change. Probably a bit deeper or shallower, or a little bit further out. They might have backed off a little bit, or maybe closer to reeds. Oh. And this breeze is becoming a bit of a pain for throwing the pellets out. Ooh. Now if that would have been a short rig, that's telling me that would have been hooked. There we go, but that's alright. It's got a lot longer to pull the elastic out, you see, with the lash from the pole tip. With a shorter, the closer you have it to your pole tip, the quicker it's going to hook itself. Right, over and out. Let me crack on. I'm up to about, on my clicker, 81 pound or something, but it might be less. I'm hoping it's a bit less, just so I'm on the safe side. I don't want to be miles out. Even though I was still catching on the slow sinking rig, it went a little bit strange. And I noticed that I was getting little jabs again, and it started happening about 3/4 of its way down. So I've just put my longer positive rig on, and this is a second fish in 2 puttings. An immediate response. And I knew it wouldn't last, because nothing ever, I can't see when it goes there, nothing ever lasts all the way through a match. You've just got to keep changing. I'm not saying that they're telling you what they want. It's just trying to read situations, and you're half guessing what you think they might want. And I've gone from sort of having 4 or 5 flickovers and missing a few bites with the slow sinking rig to this positive rig. I've had immediate response. It's gone, you know, the elastic's just come out. I'm saying it's gone under, the elastic's just come out. So let's just see if it happens again. Do keep having sort of 10-minute periods where it goes a bit funny, and even though I'm still catching, there you go. I was just about to put my clicker on. 1, 2, and that is the same response I had with the slow sinking rig. Oh, the slow sinking rig, and now and then on the short rig, and then again back on the negative rig. I had the same reaction, and that went funny. And then I've gone back onto this one, and shoved it further down then. And then I've gone on this. I've had 3 fish in the space of about 2 minutes, as you've seen, if that. Yeah, definitely 2 minutes, because I've been talking to you for 2 minutes. I think I've had 2 fish in 2 minutes there, haven't I? So that's with me talking as well. So another little change. Let's see how we get on with this. Well, there's 10 minutes to go, or 12 minutes actually. It's not been like mega prolific, but I've still kept catching 1 or 2. I'm up to 120 odd pound, I think, on my clicker. 124. It's probably less, because I think I've gone over it, like I keep saying. But I've had to keep changing the rigs all the time. It's not elt. Boatloader. Whoa, that has absolutely gone mad. Dragged the pole under. It's not elt. It went quiet 15 minutes because somebody's chucked a load of floating cases and they come straight into my face. The wind's blowing straight down here. That was a violent day, that one. And I've just been catching steady away, so another £1.5 F1, pound and a bit. Bob's been catching well, Frank's been catching well, Leon's been catching well. So there's going to be some weighing in to do. So like 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get another. It'd be nice to get another 8 to 10 fish in, wouldn't it? Just to top it up. So we've got another £1 on there. And let's just see how we end up. It's been an excellent day. For our first day, back, we can't complain. Oh, we're terrible at getting these 4mm pellets on. Some just go straight on, and others just seem to play up, don't they? That. Just so. I've got a little bit of oil on because they were with the fishery pellets. They were floating a bit. And I didn't want that, so I put a bit of oil on. They just make it a bit tricky. I know some of you could say use those bangers. Well, I do, but I have not been as semi-skinned as that. Most of the day they've been going on pretty quick. I don't know what's happened there. Right. That's that sorted. Right. Well, we'll see you at the weigh-in.
Right, we are all weighed in. And what a busy day that's been. I've had a really enjoyable day today. It's been gorgeous weather and everybody else has thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just been nice to see everybody and have a little chat and be involved in match fishing at last. Well, there were 27 of us today, spread over 2 lakes. It was the Ghost Pond and Kingfisher Pond at Woodhouse, Grange. Plenty of fish in both of them, some big fish in them and plenty of F1s. And today I drew peg 22, as you saw, on Ghost, and I decided to probably target F1s. It's called Ghost because it used to be full of big ghost carp, and there's been 1 or 2 caught today as well. In fact, Soz caught a ghost carp today. Right, you pretty much saw what my plan of attack was. I was going to start on the bottom. It was like a top 2 and 3. I wasn't right sure how the fish were going to react. It was 3 degrees this morning. Yes, it's getting milder and longer days. I have been suspecting that the fish over the last couple of weeks are starting to come shallow, and it's proved that today. I've caught quite a few shallow today. So I was on the top 2 and 3 on the deck for about 15 minutes, and I noticed after probably the 4th or 5th put in, 6th put in, I had 1 or 2 fish. The float was acting strange, and I thought, these fish are not on the bottom, even though we're catching 1 or 2, and a couple of other lads were catching 1 or 2. I thought, right, it's time to have a look and see if they're shallow. And I was practicing catapulting. Difficult at that range. It's just out of reach of throwing it, and yeah, a bit of practice for me, I suppose, with the catty. But I was also feeding shorter to my right. I thought if I can get them closer in, that'd be even better. Alternating through the 3 different rigs, the shallowest rig I had was about 12 inch, and the deepest was up to about 2 feet. Slow fall on that one. The other 2 were more positive with bulk shot, 3-inch hook lengths. And it was strange. I had to keep changing. 1 minute they wanted it where it was slow falling, they were ripping the elastic straight out. And the same with the shallow rigs, and the positive rigs, the shallower rigs, and you'd have 3 or 4 fish ripping the elastic out, and then it'd go funny, and then you change back to another one and they start ripping the elastic out again. So I had to keep changing the depths. I tried it really shallow. I got 1 or 2 small ones, but they weren't really having it at sort of 8 inch, sort of 6 and 8 inch deep. They weren't having it at that depth at all. So I persevered, just kept alternating the depths, finding maybe 10, 15 4mm pellets out, pretty regular. I've gone through sort of, how many pints will it have been? I've probably gone through about 3 pints, 2.5 to 3 pints. Yeah, 3 pints I reckon of 4mm pellets. I've not been overkilling it. Would I have got more feeding more? I don't know. It's been a busy enough day for me, and I can't complain for my first match, especially with the weight that I've ended up with. So let's get on to the results. Right, in 4th place, he's had a ghostie. The lovely, horrible bloke himself, Soz, with £87.92. Don't forget the digital scales measured in 100ths. He's come 4th, so what a mighty fisherman you are, Soz. Well done, son. He'll be moaning like hell. And in 3rd place, with £88.16, smack opposite me was Bob. I said he were catching 1 or 2. So what a mighty fisherman you are, Bob. Well done, son. In 2nd place, Onion-eared. He's a guest. Soz's mate, Sean. He's fished on peg 15 on Ghost. He's coming with £101.40. So what a mighty fisherman you are there, Sean. Well done, son. Great effort, but not quite good enough. And in 1st place, and it's proved that Ghost has fished the best throughout the day today. I think there was an 80 odd pounds on there on Kingfisher from Mick Smith. In 1st place, with a fantastic £152.86, the mighty fisherman himself, me. Get in. So I am this week's and our first match back for 2021. This week's Old Boys mightiest fisherman, and Soz will be hating it. So unlucky, Soz, but you did well. You come 4th, had a few quid. So I hope you've enjoyed our first match back. A little bit rusty getting things ready, cameras and stuff like that for a match and weighing in. We'll soon get back up to speed with it all. It is tiring weighing in and everything at the end, but it's been a great day, great weather, and I've had a great start. I can't complain at that. F1 fishing's not really my kind of fishing. I'm no expert at it, but I think I've done pretty well today. I'm pretty pleased with myself. I think 152 at this time of year, I don't think it's a bad weight at all. At all. So don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy our videos, it's absolutely free to subscribe. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. You will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, I think we're at Hayfield Lakes with the old boys. Until next week, fish on, guys, and we'll see you pretty soon.